for tuning in. I'm Kim Stanley, and you're watching Cox Connections, only on Cox 9 Roanoke. Military Family Support Centers help the families left behind when mothers, fathers, husbands, and wives are serving our country overseas. The centers are there to ease the burden placed on a family physically, financially, and mentally when a family member is deployed. Roger Talmadge, President and CEO of Military Family Support Centers in Salem, and Richard Otto are here to tell us more about the organization and how you can help. Richard's family utilized the center while he was deployed overseas. Thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. So tell us a little bit about military support families and how it got started. And
originally we got started to support the National Guard units that were deploying overseas in harm's way, and we quickly found out that the Federal Reserve had the same problem. There is no federal funding for families to support them in many ways that we're trying to fill the gap. And the National Guard was not only, and Federal Reserve not only deployed in harm's way, but sometimes along the Mexican border.
Mm-hmm.
So we changed over time. We've changed our mission to cover military families in times of mobilization, deployment, and then when they come back, sometimes they're wounded or they need some help, so we help them in peacetime also,
wow,
as we've done with Richard.
Okay, and then what kinds of goods and services do you provide to these families?
We provide information, and sometimes they have a broken, maybe a washer or a dryer or a water heater, and we'll go in and replace that. And it's neat how the community has come to the aid.
Mm-hmm.
They might give us the a water heater or something, and then a certified plumber will install it.
Wow.
And so we help with that. We also provide recreational activities for the family and the spouses left behind.
Okay.
And things of that nature.
Your particular area, you're located in Salem. What area do you cover?
Well, we cover pretty much Roanoke Valley. But we've had tentacles in southwest Virginia, northern Virginia, and across the state. One of our clients is in Detroit. We're providing communication network through satellite from her home and her 4 sons, and they speak to their daddy, who's afloat in the Navy, active duty in the Gulf of Persian Gulf.
Wow. So not just things for their home, but you're also helping them communicate with each other, which is so important. So that's great. What are you starting to see the needs increasing, the assistance that people need? Have you seen an increase with the economy the way it is?
The 2 things have happened. First of all, we closed down the armory locally, and the units dispersed. So now we're having to disperse. And last month we set up a pantry and an information center in Radford, and we're trying to do that at others in Winchester as well as in Bristol. There's a great need to support National Guard as well as Federal Reserve forces that way. As far as changing, it's changing. Let's say, for instance, we pulled completely out of Iraq and Afghanistan. There's a lot going on in Africa right now.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, there are man-made and or natural disasters. And when our forces deployed in Katrina, we took care of the families, and they were gone for months. In fact, we had to go to Pennsylvania to help some family.
So it's not just those that are overseas. It's anyone who's deployed anywhere, even in the United States, and we're helping those families.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, Richard, let's talk about you and your family a little bit, and your family turned to military support services for assistance. Why did they turn to them?
When I was deployed in 2006, that's how my wife got in touch with the Military Family Support Center, and it was a great help for them.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when their car is broken down, they get in touch with the Military Family Support Center. They help them put this car on the road right away, even before I get to know. So their safety made me felt comfortable and accomplished my mission whilst I was deployed. Because when they are happy, I'm happy, and I'm not thinking about what is going on with them, because the Military Family Support Center was there to support them. And another interesting thing that was very helpful was my wife got a lot of assistance as far as I'm concerned. Even she could go there and get diapers for.
Oh, that's great.
For one of our, maybe two, as a matter of fact, two of them, and it's been very helpful. And people don't know how much diapers can cost you a lot of money. So just getting that was very helpful. And overall, my main concern was they were happy, they were being taken care of, and what I used to do when I wasn't there, there was this Military Family Support Center that filled that gap. So that made them comfortable and happy.
Right.
And keep on saying happy, because when they were happy, I was happy and I could discharge my duties very well.
That's great.
Instead of getting
Sounds
bothered.
like they gave so much. I mean, peace of mind to you, peace of mind for your family, as well as actual services, helping with the car, helping with diapers. That's just a phenomenal story. And I know you're a member of the Army, and I just wanted to let you know how much we appreciate your service to our country and to your family as well. So that's great. Well, how can viewers get more involved with the organization?
Two things. The viewers that are watching right now, there are some who are either going to be deployed or possibly they'll get involved with the Guard and the Reserve, and maybe something will occur even in peacetime. And so they'll be aware that we are here. The Military Family Support Center stands ready to support them, all services. Second thing is the community, getting the community involved. So the community will be listening, and they just contact us.
Well, I know we've got your website and information up on the screen, so I encourage the community to get involved and to help families and to help people like Richard as well. So thank you both. Roger, thank you. Richard, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
All right, thank you. Before you go, I want to personally thank you for choosing Cox Communications for your entertainment, information, and communication needs. We know you could have chosen another provider, but because you chose us, we promise to provide you with quality products backed up by a talented local team of professionals. I'm Kim Stanley, and I'll see you next time on Cox Connections.